Guys. Oh my god, what is this? Where'd my music go? The fuck? Hello? Hello? Ah, much better. Good evening, Holiday. Good evening, guys. Happy fucking Tuesdays. Hope you guys are having a wonderful evening so far, guys. Tonight we're going to be doing more of the OW2s. Uh-huh. Playing some lovely games going on here. See where that goes. Good, good, good. Ah. Alrighty. Hope you guys are having a good evening, though. Let's see what's going on the Reddit tonight, guys. We messed around a little bit with Resizable Bar. Yeah, it was a bust. That'll happen. Anyways. Let's see what's going on here, guys. And then we're going to get into the Gamazas, too, in a second. We're playing on VRAM. Call of Duty finally has some competition. No, they don't. Talking about like Defiant or whatever it is. Yeah, not really. Go with not really on that one, guys. Ah, the Prince Rupert drop. We might take a look at that too. There was a video, I think yesterday, I wanted to take a look at. Power Unboxed. Watched that already. Oh. He just made everyone bigots? Yeah, I'm watching the current season of Mandalorian, guys. Yeah, it's actually the Bo-Katan show now, if you guys didn't know that. It's not the Mandalorian, it's Bo-Katan show. Technically, Bo-Katan is a Mandalorian, and the Mandalorian was never about Din. If you guys didn't know the guy's name, it's Din. It was never about Din for the first 2 seasons, so, you know, regardless of the fact that basically Bo-Katan didn't exist up until season 2 in the Mandalorian. But, you know, that'll happen, right? That'll happen, yeah. The Bo-Katan show. Mandalore is just a little bitch now. Good for him. Here's John Oliver, too. Good being slain. Let's take a look at Smart Everyday. Smart Everyday is pretty cool.
Do you know
Yes.
what this is?
Yes.
If you do,
I watched your video on it.
you're going to be like super excited about this video. If you don't know what this is, let me bring you up to speed. This is called a Prince Rupert's drop. And it's created by dripping molten glass
Really cool
down
physics
into
properties.
water. Now, when that happens, this really interesting material science thing happens where the outside is an extremely high compressive stress, but the inside of this drop is in extremely high tensile stress. What that means is you can hit the tip here with a hammer and it won't break. It's glass, but it doesn't break. You can even hit it with a bullet, and I've done that here on this channel, and it shatters the bullet. But if you even nick the tail, it explodes. I get really excited when I do this. It explodes. Watch this.
I would definitely not do that in my office. Holy shit.
I now have a mess I have to clean up.
There's no way. There's no fucking way you can clean that up, guys. He literally just caused a glass explosion in his office. There's no fucking way. That glass is literally everywhere. Definitely would not have done that. You have to do that in like a box or something.
I wanted to capture that. And so what I did is I cast a Prince Rupert's drop in epoxy resin, and then I shattered it. And I tried to capture the exact millisecond of the explosion. Now, a lot of people watch this video and they're like, oh, well, you did it wrong. You didn't use the right epoxy. You didn't vacuum off the gases correctly. And these are fair questions. I mean, look, it's yellowing. It's not as great as I wanted it to be. But there was one person that saw this and asked a very different question. And that was Cal Breed, the man who made the original Prince Rupert's drop that I showed here on Smarter Every Day. Cal's question was, should you be using epoxy at all? Couldn't you do it with glass? To which I replied, what? Think about it. A Prince Rupert's drop is glass. Putting glass inside molten glass has to change things, right? It's a very difficult problem. So today on Smarter Every Day, we're gonna go get into the mind of an artist who understands the material properties of glass far more than any engineer I know. And we're gonna see if we can put a Prince Rupert's drop in molten glass and shatter it.
Or the ChatGPT.
Let's go get Smarter Every Day. This is Cal. He's the owner here at Orbix Hot Glass.
What we're going to do today is we're going to have fun. And I have fun by making weird stuff, and I've got...
No, I need my coffee. No. Guys almost started Smarter Every Day without me. Crazy.
We've got a great team of awesome people that like making weird stuff with me. We've made clear Prince Rupert drops. I want the ice blue one, so we're gonna pick up some ice blue glass. We buy colored glasses, and then we can break off a chunk of it, put it in here, heat it up to 1,000 degrees. We park it in the garage. So this is our garage. It's hot enough to keep the glass from cracking, but it's not hot enough that it's gonna slump. We're gonna pick that up on the end of a rod here in a minute, heat it up, preheat it a little bit more up in that top corner.
What do you mean, up in there?
Yeah, up in the top left corner there.
That's the
It's gotta
hottest
be
place?
the hotter area, yeah. And then we'll bring it out and put it into here, which is closer to 2,000 degrees. This is what we use when we're making anything throughout the process of just reheating. You can't just make it in one gather and it's done. We're gonna heat up that blue, make it into little pieces so that we have multiple tries, because the colored glass for some reason doesn't want to be made into Prince Rupert drops. The clear ones we can do in a small bucket. They can hit the bottom and they're fine, but with the colored ones, if they hit the bottom, they typically break. Jill, for some reason, has a knack. We figured out that she has a higher percentage rate of getting
touch for the colored drops?
I guess so, yes.
What's the secret?
I'm not
She's
sure.
just lucky.
You just know what's up?
I'm just able to do it somehow. Yeah, I have a higher percentage rate of success.
That's awesome.
Okay, you see what's happening here? We are already learning that these artists have a feel for glass in a way that an engineer doesn't. Like, they understand it in a more intimate way. You heard Jill there, who's an apprentice under Cal, talking about how she's able to do certain things. She can't really articulate it. She just feels it. She knows what she's doing. So when I think of this is just clear glass. When I see this is colored glass. They didn't make this, by the way. They make way prettier stuff. So I just see clear glass, colored glass, but these artists see like temperatures and gooiness at certain temperatures, and they have an intimate level understanding of how this stuff works.
Best part is when you combine both of
Today
them.
we're going to be working with Jill,
Mind
who
you.
we met there. We've got Eric, Lily, and Bodie. These are people who are all working under Cal, which means they're learning just like Cal did. Cal has apprenticed all over the country under some of the huge names in the glass-blowing world. It's cool to see how this knowledge is passed down through exploration, and Cal explains here what he and his wife Christy were thinking when they started the studio.
When we built the shop, we wanted to make sure it was like a mad scientist kind of place. So you come up with ideas and let's try to make it. Similar to what we're doing today. It's a process of learning how to explore, how to learn, and then you have your ideas and you come in here and try it.
All right, we now know that glass behaves differently depending on what color it is, so I asked Cal to explain some of these colors.
Yeah, so this is like an ice blue. You can see how beautiful that blue is. These are very dense bars of colored glass, so if you were to use
Has something to do with how they
emerald,
color it?
it's so dense it almost looks black, right?
Okay.
So, which is why I chose this ice blue. I love this color anyhow, but it's more transparent.
A little later, I explored these colors more with Eric, who explained that the physical properties and the color itself is not only a function of the chemicals inside the glass, but how you heat it and cool it.
Copper ruby. This is a very interesting color. This will go completely clear when you're working on it, completely. And then once you put it in the oven, will turn blood red. And if you get it too hot, sometimes it'll just go clear. It's a very bizarre color.
I've never even heard some of these words.
Aubergine.
Aubergine?
It's like a purple. Uranium is
Oh, no way.
out of,
Is it actual uranium?
yeah.
Okay, so to make the individual Prince Rupert drops, they need to break up that one piece of blue glass they had been warming up in the garage, and to do that, they attach a thin, solid metal rod using already molten glass as glue on the tip. That grabs the blue piece, and then they put that in the glory hole to heat it up even further, making it malleable. Then they form
Oh,
individual
glory hole.
balls that they can break off in a really interesting way.
So you just broke that off with a mechanical vibration.
Every time we're making a piece, we have to eventually get it off the blowpipe or off the punty rod. So we're going to create a weakness, you know, that we can shop typically with temperature. And so putting a little bit of water on it or a cold tool in that weakness and then tapping it.
So he's
Breaks
making
it
the
off.
weakness now.
He's kind of creating a narrow spot to make a good weakness. Yeah,
A stress concentration.
yeah.
So engineers and scientists, they think about materials a certain way, right? They've got aluminum and steel, and if you pull and push these things, they have certain things called a stress-strain diagram. Steel, you're gonna pull it and eventually it'll yield and then break. Aluminum does the same thing, but it does it a little bit differently. Glass is different. It doesn't yield and stretch over time. It breaks because it's brittle. Glass artists are always thinking about that point right there, the point at which glass breaks. Sometimes they're trying to avoid that, like in the middle of a big piece, and sometimes they're trying to create that. There's more to this though, because they're going from liquid glass to solid glass. You've seen a graph like this before, right? This is the phase diagram for water. We can boil water from liquid and turn it into a gas. We can freeze water and turn it into ice, right? We can move into the solid part of the graph. This is the way I always understood matter to work. You can just move around on this graph, change from solid, liquid, gas based on the pressures and temperatures. Well, yeah, that's true for water, but that's not true for all materials. Water has what's called a first order transition. Let's make a graph of viscosity versus temperature. If you have solid ice and you heat it up to turn it into liquid water, that phase transition happens very quickly in an extremely small temperature band. This is why water is called a first order transition. Glass, however, is a second order transition, which means the phase change happens gradually over a wide temperature band. And you would think the graph of that would look like this, linear, but it doesn't. It works like this. Cold solid glass exists up here in the glassy region, but as you heat it up, the glass transition begins and you fall off and the viscosity starts to change drastically. Then suddenly it levels off in a rubbery state. This is known as the rubbery plateau. More heat is added and you drop off the rubbery plateau and it starts to flow in what's called the rubbery flow region. If you add yet more heat, the glass will start to flow like a liquid. Look at this curve. Glass artists know how to use this curve to make glass do exactly what they want. If you were a glass artist, where would you want to work the glass? For me, it would be on the rubbery plateau.
Obviously,
it's a
the
relatively
rubbery
large
plateau
temperature range that gives me the same physical properties. That's pretty cool, right? So as a glass artist takes their work out of the furnace, it's a certain temperature, right? And then it starts to cool off. And so they have a certain amount of time to work it until it gets all the way back over to the glass transition region, and then they can't work it anymore and they have to stick it back in the furnace and they move it back down the rubbery plateau and then they come back and forth, and that's what they're doing. They're controlling the viscosity by managing the temperature of the glass. They don't need to know these graphs to know what they're doing. They know it in their soul. Like engineers, we're thinking about the stress strain curves and we're like, oh, the glass is going to break here. Well, the glass artist is managing all this with the temperature of the material itself. So they're riding up and down
Clinton
the curves
hasn't
at
been a
all
president
times,
in 20 years. Is he doing something like Congress or something?
What I want you to think about is this curve, because this is how I have to understand it. The first step for the team is to make the Prince Rupert's drops.
Or are you talking about which Clinton, too?
Did it work? Oh, wow.
That's a beauty.
Oh, that is so beautiful.
Yep.
So now we have this beautiful Prince Rupert's drop. How do we get this thing in molten glass?
How'd they cut off the
obvious
end
answer is
without
we need
causing
be
it to
transparent,
explode?
Whatever we're going to hold the glass in, so it needs to be a glass. And so Cal has explained to me that he can't just go get a glass off the shelf and pour molten glass into it because the temperature difference will cause it to explode due to thermal stresses. So what Cal has elected to do is create this glass as he's getting everything else ready. So it's going to be hot and the temperatures are similar and it's going to work out beautifully. And just the process of how he makes this is amazing.
So what we're about to do, you can't do unless you have multiple artists doing different parts of the process. Is that true?
Yeah, you have to have a team for this. There's no way you could do this by yourself. Everyone really has a great understanding of material already, so this is only helping us learn the material better.
Awesome.
I think we should just try it.
Okay, sounds good.
So the first step of making a drinking glass is to gather glass in the liquid flow region onto a blowpipe. Cal then takes it out of the furnace, gets the blowpipe cool where he can hold it, and then he does this.
I have no idea. I haven't heard of that before. That was back when I was in high school, so.
What? Did you see that? Back that up. Cal puts a little bit of air inside the glass, and then he plugs up the end of the pipe with his finger, and then the heat from the glass makes the gases expand, and it does all the work for him. He used the ideal gas law to blow up the glass. That's amazing.
Just gonna gather one more time over it.
But I have no idea. I'd have to read a synopsis on it and get an idea of what it is. And why specifically are you asking about today, too? Is it something
What,
pertaining to current politics as well?
Good, stop.
So at this point, they have a sphere of glass, and now they're going to straighten the edges and make it a cylinder, and they're going to flatten the end. Watch how they do this.
And you're thinking about temperature and thickness and things like that right now?
All of it, yeah. Stop. Okay, Eric, if you'll heat from here down, and we'll drop it out a little bit. So he's only going to heat it shallow. That way we can stretch it from the shoulder. We've made it kind of a wide shoulder. We're going to stretch it down now. So once again, the heat differential plays part of how you shape it. Okay, so see how we had this colder shoulder I was able to brace the tips of these off of and had her blow it up, and it blew the glass here.
You made it a cylinder.
Yeah, so now he's going to heat it even shallower.
So he's making it upside down, right? And so this part's cold and this part's hot. So this part is already solid. So he can take his tongs and he can put them on down there and he can push down.
Special effects,
form
guys?
the
Oh my
part that's
God.
hotter. So they're in different parts of the flow regime on that curve, which is amazing. Also, he's rotating the thing because this part that's over here that's more droopy wants to droop down. This is incredible.
So he's going to heat only the base now, so we can flatten and tighten that up.
Okay.
After that more shallow heating, the end of it is more pliable so they can flatten it out. They do a combination of paddling and using the gases inside to make it fill out. After that, they then put another rod on the other side and they break off the cup, turn it around, and then they make it a cylinder from the inside out. All the while we're doing this, Lily's over there putting some molten glass on a piece of kiln shelf, so when we set the glass down, the kiln shelf won't be too cold and thermally shock the glass and break it.
Can I briefly look at it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome. Okay.
Now that the cup is finished, Cal started letting everybody know where they need to be when.
Get a
because
cup,
he has to
guys?
finish the temperatures and the timing. He has a big ladle that he's going to get molten glass in, and it's very dangerous. I got out of the way
Yeah.
and got the high-speed
There's
camera.
people love putting shit in boxes, especially nowadays. Everything is very, very polarized. I am centrist, meaning I tend to go left or right. I'm not centrist as in neutral. And I think a lot of people, I don't know. It depends on your terminology, but when people think of like someone that's centrist, they think, oh, they're just basically politically neutral, and that's definitely not what I am. I tend to go left or right. Depends on what it is and what's going on. Yeah, but most people prefer being left or right, and basically centrists are fucking hated nowadays. I had the new one was apparently, according to a person on the left I was arguing with, they said that basically I'm a centrist, I'm just right-leaning because I'm a centrist, and apparently centrist is now where right-leaning people reside when they want to exert subterfuge onto people, basically gaslight them. That's like, holy fucking shit. Like lots of jumping jacks and mental gymnastics you need to do just to basically put someone into a category is what it turns into. People just don't like people that disagree with one way or another, or they don't really see eye to eye. And I don't think I almost want to say it's not even possible for us to have a president that's central nowadays. It's like everyone's become so far on either side of the spectrum that we're just going to shift back and forth between extremes on both sides. Probably going to have a Republican president and a Democratic one, and a Republican president back and forth between the two. Because we can't elect something else till we get like a ranked choice system, which I bring up all the time. Ranked choice is very, very important. If you guys don't know what ranked choice is, and pretty much everyone I've talked to will agree that that's a good idea, which ranked choice is rate who you want to win the most to who you want to win the least. And what that means is second place will pretty much always win, because there's some fuck that hates Biden and hates Trump, and then the other side of the spectrum loves Biden, loves Trump. It's flip-flop. And the second place is basically going to be the most agreeable one, and that's who's going to win. And that's really important. And there's a handful of states that have done ranked choice, but that's ways off. And most people don't even know what it's called. But ranked choice is, everyone's done it in grade school or high school, where you rate something between 1 to 5, right? Or one, however many candidates.
Camera ready, and I just sat back to.
But yeah, I don't know specifically that.
Ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
What you're referring to, I think Clinton was relatively good president. All presidents do bad things, and people just trying to make presidents seem as though they're like the only thing they've done is bad things is just, that's not true at all. Everyone has good things and bad things to do, and you try to balance the two.
I'll tell you when, Jill. I'll tell you when.
Holy moly.
Glass. It's a liquid glass.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all, we got got to be a little faster on that, big time. I want to be able to lay that down and be able to pick this up and you being shoving in there and boom. I was still making my way back over. I mean, the glass is still like super gooey. Like you could still put it in there, you know? Other than that, look, you did the cut perfect. Look, it's like flat in there. It looks like a cup of water, you know? Like.
Yeah.
So let's look at the slow-mo and see what happened. You can see when he triggered the tail of the Prince Rupert's drop, it ran straight to the molten glass and then did not go any further. Let's ask Jill what happened.
What is it that you need to do quicker? I didn't quite catch it.
So the snapping of the tail has to be done faster because the tail is so skinny. Once Eric shoved the Rupert's drop into the molten glass, that heated up so quickly that it like slumped over. So Cal has to snap it before.
I thought it was because they put it in and like the glass itself was too hard. The liquid glass was too hard. The liquid glass wasn't too hard. It heated up the Prince Rupert's drop and that caused it to lose basically what it was.
That tail
Yep.
heats up.
All right.
I think most people are. I think a lot of people would agree with centrist line of thinking, but nowadays it's either or. You don't have a choice of something in the center anymore, right? It's not everyone is entrenched on either side, of left or right. There's nothing in between, even though I think most people want something in between. I think there's a lot of people that don't align with just one side or the other, and then when they look at, like, hey, maybe they agree with some parts of gun reform, but not everything in gun reform, or they agree with certain parts of transitioning, you know, gender transitioning, but not other parts of it, you know, and they're willing to go a little bit and back and forth, you know, like making concessions, but at the same time, you know, compromises, because that's basically what life is. You can't just be super ideological and expect stuff to work about. And it's not just politics. We're talking about with green energy, where Germany shut down its nuclear reactors. Holy fucking shit. Especially nowadays, you know, they still went through with it. They're like, yeah, it's now or never, and then they just did it. And you're like, yeah. I mean, they could have managed that situation a little bit better, and now instead they have no nuclear energy. You're going to have to depend on coal and gas while trying to transition to wind and solar, which isn't going to work because they need energy storage to make up for when wind and solar is not operating, which no one does. No one, when they're doing their wind, almost no one is doing energy storage in addition to wind and solar. Like, you have to have the energy storage to make up for when the wind's not blowing or the sun's not shining, which the sun doesn't shine for like half the day. So you have to make up for something being there, pump storage or energy storage of some kind. No one does it. They just want to build the wind generation or the solar panels. They don't want to actually make up for the other half. Instead, they just say, "Oh, we'll just do a little. We'll do a little gas, you know, and solar or gas and coal, and they'll be fine, right?" And that's not the way it works. Like, no one is including energy storage in their plans for green energy. The other option is your baseload energy generation, which is the actual option that should be an option, is nuclear. And yeah, green people on the right don't like it, or excuse me, people on the green side don't like it because it's not green enough, and the rolling coal fucks, you know, that are all about price don't like it either because it's kind of green, right? And it's carbon neutral. Well, but here we are.
Curve, it's way up here. It's solid, right? It's cold, but it's not a lot of mass there. If you think about the molten glass, there's a whole lot of it, and it's really hot. So if you think about when the heat transfer starts, that molten glass is going to influence the Prince Rupert's drop a whole lot more than it's going to influence the molten glass, which means the Prince Rupert's drop is going to run down that curve down into the rubbery plateau. It's going to melt quickly, right? So there's a time thing we have to think about here. It has to do with heat capacity and the amount of time it takes one thing to heat up versus the other.
And the colors that we're doing, blues and greens, are on the softer side of colors. So those tend to heat even quicker than, say, like a red or something like that.
So having learned the lesson, Cal and his team made another cup and got ready for another go.
And now.
Whoa, so you use cold water to do it. Okay,
Yep.
Things are happening. And Boda, you get your shot.
Take your time, take your time. It's still dripping, please. There you go. Jill?
Okay, that was pretty.
Look at that bubble coming up.
Where'd the bubble come from?
I guess we must have trapped an air bubble. It'll probably come to the top. We can pop it with a torch. That should semi-disappear. Cool.
Are you happy with that?
Yeah. You know, it'd be great if I was like a master caster and I would not trap air around. For some reason we didn't catch all those on the other ones. Well, those are like when the glass is like folding in there like that, it's like it's trapping air.
This time the fracture ran down into the glass and we could see it on high speed.
Ooh, pretty close. They need to do it even faster. Like, that's relatively good. They could do it better, though.
With the deep blue one, and just like Jill was talking about blue being softer, it didn't work. It didn't rupture and go down into the molten glass, so we had a failure on our hands. And at that point, Cal did something interesting. He had always talked about wanting a square one, so he put it on a punty and put it back in the glory hole.
There we go. Focus more on the back because it's colder there.
Oh, you're making your square.
Yeah.
You're making your square. I never thought about doing it this way.
This will be a little bit less grinding, okay? Yeah, it really got weird, didn't it?
That looks awesome.
Yeah. Typically, if I screw up, I want to screw up as many ways as I can in one go. We'll see. I think it could be done substantially better, but this is a start.
So you learn on the mess ups too, don't you?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, if we're gonna mess up, let's mess up as much as possible, so we can figure out as much as possible.
Making lemonade out of lemons, guys.
Like, this is the one to squish. Let's go.
Got it.
So we did it one more time, and it's cool to see how the
Like, their
teamwork
glasses
got
that they're
better.
making
The
actually look
choreography
pretty
of all
good,
the
too.
elements got
Like,
smoother
all that
and
work just to do a
tighter and
trial?
so much more calm.
It does feel like you could just take a already existing glass and heat it up, though. They don't need to make new glass, but maybe they're trying to show off a little bit.
Okay. I'm ready, Eric. Good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Okay. Cal, what's happening?
No, that one blew all over my face.
Blew in my face too.
Oh, look, keep watching it because it'll heal up. The last one that did this, it looks like a little cloud, then the cloud goes away.
Really? Do you think that's glass flowing in there? What do you think is happening?
No, I think just the heat's healing it, you know?
It's just slowly closing up, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think it'll heal any further. I think the rest of it's just a veil of air bubbles, you know?
Let's watch that again at 41,000 frames per second.
By the way, there is no way that I would pop glass like this without like safety glasses that go completely around your eyes, right? Imagine getting shards of glass in your eyes. Holy fucking shit.
That's awesome.
That's fun.
That's pretty good. Good for them.
So you remember that Cal wanted to make a square one? Well, Cal told me that sometimes glass artists will use graphite to make molds. So I bought some modular pieces of graphite and started trying to put it together. I then took it to Cal, who adapted it to his needs and figured out a really clever way of using it so he didn't have to make a glass cup every time.
Yeah, cut it, please. We need to practice the cutting.
Not quite molten enough.
No, I'm still gonna pop it. Y'all watch your eyes. Oh, and we didn't close the mold. Cut it. Remember the shears move. Hold on 1 second, 1 second. See if we can maybe get the whatever. Okay, yep, push it in there. And
It looks because of like the temperature difference between the mold here and the glass is causing it to flow less, which makes it more gooey. It makes it hard to do this.
That looks
yeah,
good.
it
did.
definitely worked in there.
Okay, dude, totally gonna admit I did not think you could do that. Dude, that looks amazing.
So when we pulled these out of the molds, you could see that the inside is still very, very hot and the outside is cold. This ends up creating stress inside the glass, and glass artists have a way of dealing with this. It's called an annealer. Basically, it's an oven that gradually heats up and cools down the glass to relieve the internal stresses in the pieces. Now that the mold was working, the team could work even faster, and they could figure out what worked and what didn't.
Okay, that looks
Yeah, I think we got some.
absolutely awesome.
Yeah, I think we got it.
Yay.
Do you like it?
Yeah. It was good that time.
That one before that's still pretty rad.
That looks so cool. That looks awesome.
Sweet.
I love it.
Yeah, it's good.
I love it. I think you got it.
Yeah.
Boom.
Nice.
Yeah,
I think you got it.
good teamwork, right?
There ended up being a ton of failures, but a select few were chosen by Cal after they came out of the annealer to be worked in the cold shop. The cold shop is where Cal uses an assortment of tools to cut, grind, and polish his art pieces to their final form. The cold shop is all about patience. He uses a variety of grit and diamond tools like this lapidary wheel to make flat surfaces. He uses an interesting wobbling tool called a reciprolap to passively polish surfaces using silicon carbide grit. He also uses this diamond wheel to fine-tune surfaces and shape them exactly to how he wants. Glass is an amazing material. There are trade-offs for how you make a piece. When something is blown, the surface finish is perfect immediately, but when it's cast, sometimes you see what Cal calls the elephant skin on the outside, which Cal often spends hours and hours smoothing. A quick flick of the wrist or nip with a tool in the hot shop can easily translate to dozens of hours of work in the cold shop, where Cal carefully refines every surface of the art piece until it catches the light just right, revealing the final piece as he imagined it. 11 years ago, I wrote an email to a guy named Cal Breed. I was an engineer, and he's an artist. And the engineer needed a little thing called a Prince Rupert's drop. I think it's fitting that my deepest understanding of this topic came when I went back to the guy that created it and tried to get into the mind of the creator and see what he did and how he was thinking. And once I did that, I started to understand this material at a much deeper level than I initially even hoped to understand things. And so now I would like to show you the piece of art that Cal made out of this. I think it's beautiful. It's like the bottom is folded on there. I think it's pretty, man.
I mean, I think you're able to see really like the folds of the glass and then those skins piled upon each other as it was pushed in.
But the fact that it's shattered.
It's shattered, but it's, you know, it doesn't have much room to go. The glass has got such a thickness to it, right?
It's like this weird moment of fracture then reassembly.
Yeah.
You'd have to get it. I think the one you actually cast in acrylic was better.
It just makes me feel things. I just don't know what it makes me feel.
I think because
It's
of
like
the
a weird
there's a
science,
very, very,
art,
very small window to get
mechanics,
that down right.
Materials.
It'd take him a lot of tries to get it done.
Gorgeous. I can see now what Cal was drawn to when he was imagining this before I could imagine it. We also looked at him under the polariscope. This reveals the stresses inside the glass, and you could see the folds as the glass was ladled in, and you could also see how the nose of the Prince Rupert's drop pushed aside that, and it ended up making this amazing rainbow pattern. This is almost my favorite part. It looks like a
That actually looks better
it
than
looks
the
like
actual
something
piece.
in space, but it's got supersonic shockwaves coming off of it. Like it looks, I don't know, that's how my engineer brain interprets this. There's two main things I learned in this video. The first thing was about the second order phase transition of glass. I didn't know that, and it's fascinating. And the second thing was about failure. Now, sometimes people will celebrate failure, and there's a place for that, but Cal has a unique perspective. When he's doing something really, really hard, the moment of failure means something different to Cal, and it was informative to me.
A great piece is basically balanced right on the edge of
Hey,
failure.
Governor,
and
we're doing pretty good.
success. It's just
watch this
it's
Smarter Every
just
Day.
Balanced right there.
Oh, you know what I
But
should
you
be
don't
doing in
really
the
know
background here that I wasn't doing. This
where
should be my
that line
upload.
is. So you're very excited about the idea. It's spectacular to you, and you go into it. Even though you don't seem like it, you're going into it with a little bit of fear and trepidation to get too close to that line because you don't want to fail and lose it. But once you do fail, all that's gone.
Tharsis.
Now it's game on. It's all about just learning.
Yep.
Right? So if it's a piece that you know is
Risk
going to take
apprehension.
4.5 hours, and at 3 hours it's kind of screwed up, and you just say, okay, let's stop and start over. Well, you really don't know what happens in hour 3 to 5. you have no idea. So when you get to 3 again, now you have no idea what's coming. So my idea is usually if I screw it up all the ways that I can, find out exactly what's hiding,
Yeah.
what my intuition doesn't, what vocabulary of the intuition has not been developed, what part of that language. So now I've screwed it up all the way until the finish. We know where things
Basically
might happen.
min-maxing your attempt.
So now when I go back,
You'll
into
see
it, I
other
think the
people like
intuition is more
speedrun do this
developed.
too,
I mean, failure ends
depending on
up
what they're doing.
being a good space for discovery, right?
Science is a bunch of failure.
But it's like, if I'm going to fail, let's keep failing. Let's keep screwing up. Let's see what's there. Let's go find out. You know, like
There's a lot of people,
if you
guys,
just
if
stop,
you've
put it
never been in
away, and start
education, or higher level learning, I guess you could say, where they've reached the point where they just kind of just like stop, and because it's like they think it's a waste of time, but it's not. You can actually salvage stuff from an attempt, which is what he did earlier, and which is what he's explaining right now. And you can do this with pretty much anything.
over, you're kind of missing out on a lot.
The
Yeah.
fact that Cal and the
Not just
team
missing,
were
you know,
able
it's
to figure
it's
out how
a
to
waste
make
of
a
time.
blue Prince Rupert's
The waste
drop.
of time is actually not spending more time on it because you had more time to explore what you could have done. Obviously, if you have a position out or you have part of something done properly to what you consider the best, you're probably going to skip it, right? You can always skip different parts, but you don't always
And
have a
how
chance to
cast
go to
it
basically
without
phase
melting
2 or
it, I
whatever.
think that's amazing. So if you actually want this thing, I've asked Cal if he'd be willing to sell it. He said, absolutely not. I can understand why, because he loves it, and I love it too. It's special to me. But I just asked him to put it up on his website, priced not to sell. This is one of the most fascinating objects I've ever seen in my entire life. It's this blend of fine art and science and research and learning. And I just love to stare at it. I've had it for a few days. And if you'd like to buy it, you can do so at calbreed.com. You see he signed it there. I just think it's amazing. So if you're interested in this, go check out calbreed.com. So it'd be interesting to see what price he chooses. He also has other ones that he's gonna put up there as well. Some clear ones. And they have this ghost, I don't know how to describe it, like a veil. It's beautiful. So if you'd like to check that out, calbreed.com. And he also has figured out a way to cut some polarizing filters and to send those as well, which I think is really cool, and that makes it look neat. I'm gonna close with this 11-year-old email I wrote to Cal. I said, I would love the opportunity just to work on your crew for an afternoon or something. I would like to tell people about your website and where you're at so they could contact you to commission your work. I don't make anything from telling you to go to calbreed.com or orbixeyeglass.com. This is just me trying to make good on an 11-year-old offer I made to a buddy, and I think it's awesome. And thank you to the patrons for allowing me to make videos like this. If you want to support Smarter Every Day, you can do that at patreon.com/smartereveryday. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this.
Good.
Check out Cal's
Good,
website,
good.
calbreed.com. It's absolutely phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
This thing is beautiful. If you want to see, maybe there's a few more he can make and put on his website. That's it. I'm Destin. You're getting smarter every day. Have a good one.
Do like Smart Every Day. It's usually a combination of some unique topic or point of interest that he's working on and explaining it. Very good. Interesting. Okay. Let's move along, guys. I don't have Achilles tendonitis. I have Achilles insertional tendonitis. Google, you don't know me. Insertional Achilles tendonitis. Disney made everyone bigots. Yep. Ah, post 10. Ah. Let's move on to the Reddits here, guys, and then we're going to play some Overwatch 2. Life Lever control update. Okay. Talking about the cache on the X3D chips. There's friendly miners to stop ignoring turrets. I'm shocked how high rank this goes. Yep. Torb turret is one of the most detrimental things to your team, guys, where it just sits there and pounds your team and can produce a boatload of damage. We talked about this since the beginning of Overwatch 2 when I came back, and I noticed this. Trying to min-max it, that's not the way. AMD Reddits. Mm-hmm. X3D, brief tactical chat. Okay. Using Ben pins. Don't care. People talking about their salvaged AMD processors now. DVD Reddits. Work. Patch notes mid-chapter. Let's take a peek real quick. We aren't going to make a video on this. I'm not going to take time to do this. It's all based on devblog. Resident's dead. I fucking hate black on white on black text, guys. Or black and white. White on black. White text on black backgrounds, guys. I understand that it's supposed to be your night mode, but it doesn't feel that way. It feels like all those fucking... It's hard to look at the text. It like burns into your eyeballs. Because there's so little light coming through, it's all the text. It just goes tss and just sears into your eyes. If you can't handle looking at a white screen, that means your background, your backlight is on too bright, and you need to turn it down. You guys didn't know you can do that. You can actually turn down the backlight on your monitor to something acceptable so it doesn't burn your eyeballs out. Yeah, you can do that. Okay. Let's do some OW2s, guys, shall we? We shall. Mm-hmm. Let's see. That plugged in, okay. Alrighty. Good. Mm-hmm. Go. Alright, let's see what's going on tonight, guys. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, give you guys what you want to see. Oh, there it is. Oh, I know. I know you guys were waiting for that. It's so good, isn't it? Alright. Gonna watch my coffee cup out, guys. I will be right back, and we'll play the Kamazes. Alrighty. You guys ready? I bet you are. Let's see. So, yesterday on the Overwatches, guys, we were messed around with 4G decoding, and that was a bust. So I ended up turning it off. Tonight we're just going to transpires. Yeah. Best way to get into practice or get into a game, guys. Click on the practice range. Where the game prioritizes your queue if you actually go to the practice range. It seems that way. It's happened so many times, there's no way that it doesn't.
Forget regulation. After this mission, I'm throwing a party. Taking to the air.
Are you ever going to tell me Valkyrie's airfoil ratio?
Are you going to tell me Ingrid's apple pie recipe?
Mom.
You drive a hard bargain.
I'll just ask her myself.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Greetings.
Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Establishing aerial position.
Hello.
Enemy over here. The
Good.
skies await. Up and away. Enemy here. For you to do. I don't think so. I knew it would come.
Alright.
Stop the payload.
Taking off.
Our 100% accurate McCree.
Moira by your side.
Front row.
Establishing aerial position.
I was focusing on the Widow
I see an
instead.
enemy.
Widow's right there.
Thanks for the assist.
No. Poo-poo tree! No. If it's not already painfully evident here, guys, the McCree is definitely cheating. Yeah, and he's pre-aiming through walls and shit, too. Well,
I don't want to talk
yeah.
about it.
That was even prior to him doing that. If it's not evident, McCree's cheating. My god, we got him on the limb.
Sniper detected. I knew it would come. Enemy over here.
Yeah.
Aerial positioning underway.
Missed. He's still like fucking 80% accurate here. Yeah, maybe 100%. I think he's fucking up his shots and he's just not registering. Or not registering like his line of sight in himself or shooting the Mercy. I don't know. Very close to 100% accurate though.
Let's show us some air.
Never die.
Establishing aerial position.
Letting out the welcome mat.
Excellent team. Fire at will. Let me cover that.
Bye, Tria.
Flames from above.
I still don't think that's worth doing, but it wasn't just for the tree, it was because the tank was on top of it too, so.
On the move.
So. Ash is now accurate too, which is a Widow before. Somewhat accurate. Banister usually works pretty good on most cheats, so. Exposing my head point. Notice how the McCree couldn't actually do anything until I exposed my head and chest. Also the Ash, but the Ash I thought was normal when they're on Widow. Yep, notice how he has to get underneath. He can't choke my lower torso because it doesn't lock on. Hey, buddy. He's also very accurate. No. That actually works pretty good, guys, after I figured it out. I haven't talked about it in the game anymore because people was... There's one guy in particular that started shooting my fucking shins after I mentioned it, so... Like a week later. But it works pretty good. Majority of aimbots do not have bone mesh. Saw my head, guys. Actually, it was Ash. Both of them shot me at the same time. That tiny little moment there. Oh my god. I don't know why I put the tree down in my explosion, but... Okay. Bye. There it is. It's a big stutter. Big stutter, guys. Don't know.
The skies await.
This one.
Taking to the air.
30 seconds remaining.
Keep your grip.
It is so hard to hit falling Baptiste, guys, because they fall slower than normal. Okay.
I will not waste a second. Let the Kitsune guide you.
Huh. Kinda weird how some of you can't shoot lower torsos, but you know. One in particular. Ooh, it's very accurate. Yeah, that guy's 5,000% cheating. Alright, I think the Ash is cheating too, but I'm not sure on that. Holy fuck, guys. That guy is 5 million% cheating. Let's see if we got a top 500 here too. That'd be even better. Oh. Why is his ranks not showing up? What? Huh, that's weird. His games aren't changing either. Master. Ah, Platinum Master, just in one season. Good for him. Good for him. Just becoming much better at the game. Bravo, sir. Personal improvement. I admire that. Yeah, that guy, that's a banned account. That's, he wasn't even toggling. He was toggled on the entire match. That's incredible. Didn't even bother. Oh my god, dude. Whenever this something fucking takes control of my mouse, you fuck off. Holy fucking shit on my laptop. I don't know if it's taking control or just like my mouse pad just stops working. It is obnoxious as fuck. What are you doing? Fuck off. Nope. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is all the snake oils in one. I'm not looking for snake oil.
That could be the problem.
pieces.
Huh.
Strike from above.
My heart's still beating.
Hello.
So let's go.
Repositioning.
Gave me a game with the Pharah in it, apparently. Good for them.
Meteor strike. Meteor strike.
Always more to learn.
Incoming.
On the move.
Into the field.
100% accurate. Anna. Good.
Okay, my head's in the game.
Can't make it to point in time. But
Score 0-1.
uh-huh.
All right then. Test me.
Watch your flanks. They might try something.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Okay.
Round 2. Capture the
Kind of weird when that fucking big stutter happens. Like, everything operates perfectly normal in the background. It's just my video freezes for like a second. Okay. Probably, it's still here. Oh, lovely. Christ. Every time I turn my back, the tracer fucking shoots at me. Possibly cheating. Just cheating. Yeah. Good, so the tracer's cheating.
Skies await.
One of the most annoying things if someone has a wall hack that they'll do is literally wait for you to turn your back and then start firing at you. And then do it over and over and over again. And also is possibly cheating.
System repair.
Noxious shit. Fuck off, dude. Very annoying to deal with. I get it. You're a pre-made. Congratulations. 100% accurate Kiriko. Let's see. Pre-made it all. Oh, no one's in a group. Very weird. This definitely feels like a pre-made group. Multiple people in here that are sus as fuck, and they're right on top of each other's dick at exactly the same moment. Bad timing. I don't know if it's possible to queue for a game and then drop your group immediately. I don't know how that works, because I've never tested it. To see if it's possible to keep people from checking for that. You queue as a group and then you leave. Once you get the game, you leave. pretty complicated process, but it's definitely something you do if you're trying to hide what's going on in the game. So. No. These guys are definitely coordinated with each other, so maybe they're on voice comms in the game. That's highly, highly unlikely, though. No one uses voice comms in quick play. Alright, so we're going to report the Tracer and the Ana as well. Tracer is definitely cheating.
Play of the game.
Justice reigns from above.
Take a little bit. Not harass isn't harassment, but harass is in technique. Okay. Then Ana. Kiriko is also sus. That was only one kill cam. We are not going to go back through and watch it. Next game.
Strike from above. Taking off.
I definitely felt like a complete pre-made, even though they were not in a group. So it really comes down to a question how much effort they want to take to fuck around with you, and to make sure people don't know they're in a group. It could also be if they're in a cheat squad and they don't want people to, for like automated bans, they don't want to be associated together outside of the game. I don't know how that works, so maybe if when the report comes in it checks, it'd have to be figure out whether or not it's in code, how it's coded, so.
Select your hero.
There's a lot of something going on in that match.
Strike from above.
Moira, I should crush you like a bug for what you've done.
Did you know that
Good.
centipedes kill prey 15 times their size?
What are you saying?
I'm advising my prey.
No idea what they're talking about. No idea who that is. I've never been friendly with him. So it probably means they're cheating, and like I mentioned before, guys, there is definitely a group of people that seem to know me, despite the fact they definitely don't seem to know I stream. Well, some of them do. Some of them know I stream. We had a group like that yesterday that was clearly cheating, and was talking about my stream, in-game. So, yeah. Oh yeah?
Scaling up. Burning them down. Ashes to ashes.
Coming off the bench. Up and away.
How's it going? Oh. Hey there. Hello there.
Got it. Good.
don't stay down.
We're gonna do another game of this, guys, and then we're gonna go next on every game that is like this, that is completely one-sided, until we get games that are semi-normal. There's something that's fucked up with the matchmaker. I don't know what it's doing in the background, but it's definitely not trying to make the game fair, so. Or we're getting fair mirror matches for whatever reason. Oh yeah? Good. You get them both dive on me at the same moment? Good.
I'm back. Positioning. I will not waste water.
Fuck off.
Enemy over here.
Poo-poo tree! Poo-poo tree! I mean, I guess. Bye, tree. I want this guy's heart. I'm gonna eat his heart. Oh, it's gone.
Positioning.
An enemy appears. Barrier is nearly spent.
Good. When I don't have 5 things shooting at me all at one same time, I can actually focus on something.
Enemy here. Aerial superiority maintained.
For some reason, they keep coming for my dick. I mean, I was right next to you. She flew into her death?
Hey there. Acknowledge.
Returning to battle.
How's it going?
On the move. Taking off. I see an enemy. Not the limit. Thank you.
I wanted that. Oh, yeah, there's the echo. Or not. That's 100% accurate, McCree. We'll see. Huh.
I've got you covered. It's nicht getan.
Heroes never.
There's supposed to be a delay after you get hooked before you can fire, and it definitely doesn't seem like that's the case anymore. There's like supposed to be a small delay where you can do something, and it happened when it initially came out, and it seems like it's not there anymore. I don't know exactly what that means.
Enemy over here. On the move. Checking in.
Got.
I don't stay down. Aerial positioning.
Oh yeah?
Thank me.
How's it going?
His misses in there at least. Good. Anna doesn't miss though. Tap.
Making another approach. We're outnumbered. Be advised. Thanks for the assist.
And I'm pretty sure it's cheating. I think the McCree's cheating too, but he actually just toggles on and off. So he goes through bouts where he's 100% accurate. Yeah, he's cheating. He's just looking at me through the wall. All right. Anna.
Stick with it.
Top 500 Annas are 60% accurate, 63-ish. They did not miss at all. And the McCree. Yep, had to get me good. He got me good. Good for him. Next game. That Anna, though, that was like 20, probably about 20 shots or so. We got healed through a lot of that, too. And hit every single fucking shot. It wasn't just at the end of the bridge there. She's shooting at me since P1. Good shit. Next game.
Strike from above.
McCree, relatively normal. He'd hit like maybe a single shot in there, and then he just 2 to 3 tap everything, myself included. Sure, it balances out to a nice like 40% or something. Mm-hmm. Well, hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. Good. All the more reason I wish this game had an anonymous mode, so you wouldn't get weird shit like that. It does occasionally happen, though.
Did you finish the last slice of pie? I was saving it for later.
It wasn't me this time. Don't be afraid to ask for help out there.
I believe the max FPS cap in the game is actually something like 6,000. I think it's the highest I've seen it go. That's during transition screens. It's not a hard cap. The game doesn't have a hard cap.
Establishing aerial position.
Escort the payload.
I am moving the payload.
Sniper detected. Enemy over here. systems nominal. En route.
Watch out.
Yeah. Cool.
Ooh, I'm gonna shove them in a locker.
The Junker Queen stands with ya.
Thanks for the assist.
Mom.
Taking off.
Yep. The closer you get, then they just one-shot you. Interesting. The most difficult shot actually is the easiest for them. Very weird. Let's keep doing it.
On the move.
Hey.
Taking damage. Let's show him some air power.
Heroes never die.
Taking aerial position.
When you stand.
En route.
Let's get you back in the
Yep.
No one can hide from noise. Returning to battle.
Mm-hmm.
Increasing altitude.
Let's take him to the wasteland.
So we talked about this before, guys, with aimbots. What you'll actually see, like with the shit aimbots for Hanzo, is if you jet straight up into the air, they can't hit shots on you. Like that. Their Widow doesn't even know how to properly charge his rifle. Yeah.
All systems nominal.
Dragon consume you.
Well, they have to turn off their cheats at some point or they get stat banned, so. No. This guy is definitely cheating, mind you. We're looking at the Widowmaker right now, who also seems to be cheating because she can't actually charge a rifle properly. It's really weird for you to have insanely good aim on a character and not know the basics of how their character works, so. Yeah. Might as well. Basically, we're just forcing fights and forcing them if it's some sort of cheat where they get more accurate the closer I get, it forces them to basically make 100% accurate shots just on demand for the most part. So. $18 seconds.
Feeling more powerful? I am empowered. 10 seconds remaining.
Is their tank even going to go for it? Doesn't look like it. He just gave up already. We're going to go for it. Tanks that expect you to initiate before they try, guys, one of the most obnoxious things in the world. Very difficult to deal with. I'm pretty sure the Ana's cheating as well, so we got 3 cheaters in the match. The Widow's cheating, the Ana's cheating, as well as... Yeah, as well as the Widowmaker. And the Widowmaker's absolutely terrible at the game, too, on top of it, so... Alright. No one's in a group. Very weird again. see. Lots of cheating tonight, guys. There was last night. It looks like it kicked it up a notch. Not sure what's going on here. This guy barely knows how to actually play their character. The only reason, guys, I was forcing confrontation, I could have played it safer, but it didn't matter. I was forcing confrontation, so it would be very easy to see when people are cheating. This guy's definitely cheating. Yeah. Game. Holy fucking shit, guys. Some of these guys definitely seem like they're in a group too, and there's no one in groups now. That's very weird. I don't know if that means maybe we should be checking groups immediately when we join the lobby or what. Very weird shit. Alright, next cheater lobby. One of these guys is cheating. Or was. I don't know if it's the same guy. I don't think I have him on ignore. You guys have figured it out already? Yeah. We'll see. It almost makes me wonder if there's like a macro that automatically, like a cheat macro that automatically uses Q the moment I use my shift. Because that's definitely something that happens, and it's, like, it's too common for it just to be a random chance, so. Looks like those were direct hits, possibly brain shots, too. Was one brain in there. Doomfist does a lot of damage with the shotgun, which is very, very difficult if they're direct shots on your, like, head cranium. Because it's a projectile. It's not actually a normal shotgun. Good?
Let's show him some air power. Establishing aerial position.
guy's definitely cheating. Is he on, if I squelched him? No. We're gonna squelch him. I don't know if I did last time I saw him. I've definitely seen this guy a couple times. I've reported him a couple times. And he's definitely cheating again. He was looking at me through the roof.
Increasing altitude. Excellent teamwork.
It's Kiko.
30 seconds remaining.
Night of cheaters! Like I said, the weird thing about people that cheat, guys, is they almost always, it's pretty common. For the repeat cheaters, they use the same name. They just do a name change with the bot account. But I'm curious about this guy. McCree, I also think is cheating now. He wasn't at the beginning of the match when we first joined. We got some pressure on the point and he toggled on. Yeah. But he has a set miss in there. Alright. So ports. Yeah, we're gonna squelch because I've seen him before. And next time we see him, because apparently he has a bone to pick with me, next time we see him, we'll confront him about it if we see him. And it's not squelched.
Stick with it.
Okay. McCree toggled on as well. We didn't check for group. Should have. All level ones? No. Private, so we can't check. Let's check this guy. Also private. Probably grouped with this guy. Okay, next game. Doomfist might have been cheating too, we can't tell. Holy fucking shit. Welcome to Overwatch, guys. Cheat watch, excuse me. Only thing that can save us from this is AI anti-cheat. That's crazy. Mm-hmm.
Arriving at Watchpoint Gibraltar.
Two stack. Mm-hmm.
Strike from above. Establishing aerial position. Why does your face look so familiar?
There's a price on my head in 17 countries.
I may actually have to start making a list of people. That's fucking hilarious. A list of people I squelched. So I know. It used to be one of these things which was very, very rare to happen, but now it seems to be happening more and more. As I mentioned, I've seen that guy maybe 3 times, and every time he's been cheating. But that looks like basically identical to a fresh account. But when they're squelched, you can confront them basically about the fact they got banned. So, yeah. But, so we're still playing quick play, guys. The benefit is if you play comp, people are going to be much much more, they're going to value their accounts more, which means they're going to be less disposable accounts, so cheating should be actually less in count. In quick play, you can literally just play whenever you want, and people actually value their accounts because they actually, in quick, count. Because they want history on it. They don't get to keep history if they don't keep their accounts, so. Bye.
Messy, but we got it done.
Kind of weird. Really, like, with the amount of cheating we're seeing tonight, guys, it really makes you start to question your capabilities, and then you get a match where people aren't cheating. Well, yet. They aren't cheating yet. And all of a sudden, you do really fucking well. It's crazy. It's like Dead by Daylight. I don't know, those two shots didn't hit. Like, it was sitting right there. Looks like maybe it got in the crack or something. That's really weird. No. No, don't. Their Ash become much more, accurate?
Returning to battle.
I don't know. It's tough. We're still gonna encounter some of that shit in comp. I think it's gonna be better, though. Very accurate now. Hey, buddy. Bye. Dash. Ball's trying to C9. While he's back capping. Now, Ash, I think, toggled on. They were not accurate at all at the beginning of the match. Oh. This guy's cheating now. As I mentioned, yet. Wasn't cheating yet. Yeah. We're going to try and line of sight the Ash to avoid insta-gibs. Yeah, just cheating now. Huge difference in accuracy. Oh, that's not where I want it. Huge difference in accuracy compared to the beginning of the match. So she toggled at, what? After P1 is like the first push after P1 is when she toggled on. Good.
I don't stay down.
As I mentioned before, Farah is 100% cheater bait, guys. Nothing makes people toggle harder than Farah does. I am certain of that. Maybe a Tracer? Tracer's too disposable, though.
Nice work, team. Keep it moving.
Works for me. Tank and a healer. Bonus.
Repositioning.
Life protects life.
Increasing altitude. Notched another.
It's go time.
Enemy.
Heroes never die.
Victory.
Good. Hey, look, guys. You don't do bad when the entire enemy team is hardcore cheating. Phenomenal. And their Ashe also wasn't cheating until after P1, so that's why it's really fucking weird when they're cheating right out of the gates.
Now. Who's next?
Basic account.
On a roll. Cleaning house.
Next game. Holy shit. Oof.
Welcome to Circuit Royale. Prepare to attack. Select your hero.
Getting worse, guys. Either that or they're trying to get into my games, one of the two. Either it's overall getting worse or it's a me thing. I don't know which. Hey, Powerful. Good evening, dude.
Strike from above.
It's hard to keep you alive when you're distracted.
Hello. Establishing aerial position.
I'm gonna regret not checking their group at the beginning of the match.
This should be quick.
See. There's a 2-stack in the last game. I don't even remember who was in the 2-stack.
Ultimate is charging up. Still waiting. Ultimate is charging up.
Still waiting on EMP.
It was the guy that we reported and someone else.
3, 2, 1. Attack commence.
Increasing altitude.
Escort the healer.
You are helping. On the move. Scatter.
I watch. Enemy here.
Mercy. She fucking tastes that res. Wants it. Oh my god, a Hanzo that misses. No fucking way.
Enemy over here. I don't think so.
Actually helped her. Well, need it. We're gonna see the hit scans now. That's usually what triggers it. Actually applied a lot more pressure and broke through. Good.
ازيك؟ En route.
A pleasure.
Ran away.
Returning to battle.
Take cover. The tree is gone.
Don't miss spears. There's oftentimes you'll see that you get pulled and you don't need to get pulled. So. But I'm sure there's a lot of heroes that probably would have fucked up and need to get pulled. Ooh. No, Mercy's there. Oh my god. You have to kill the fucking Mercy, guys. It almost feels like you should just suicide on the Mercy just to kill her. And then possibly wipe the other support, which means that they're gonna be down a player. And their healers. It's usually a healers group. There we go. Started jetting up after he became accurate. Let's see. Good.
Making another approach.
Enemy here.
Taking to the air.
Gonna hit shots, guys.
Keep them in.
God, fuck up, Arista. I'm not even trying to shoot you.
Enemy over here.
Buddy. Their tank is very accurate. Huh.
Coming off the bench.
I think that would have hit me if I didn't run into, or if they didn't run into a platform. Like, I hope that's not a default play that people just do when you're ulting, regardless of your health, is they just pull you. Let's see. Got it. I need the heals. There we go. Big playmaker. Good.
Let's show him some air power. Repositioning. Aerial positioning underway.
Ah, Moira balls. I love Moira balls. And they throw them at me. It's like fucking their team, their Orisa is literally holding back our entire team. And their entire team is, the other 4 people are trying to kill me.
Okay, my head's in the
Like, how is this possible? I mean, Orisa's a tank, right? I'm not a tank. Where's our tank?
repositioning.
Oh. Fucking, the Mercy fucking biscuits are on the ground. I can smell it. He's salivating right now. Actually, they don't have a Mercy anymore. Now it's a bad pull. Again. Possibly could get another pick in there. Even if I died, it would have been worth it. Oh, my shift didn't go off. The fuck is this? I hit it and I got pulled back again. The fuck was that? What happened? I guess maybe I was doing it. Maybe it has a delayed pull on the animation. I did it immediately when she started ulting, and I got pulled after I jetted away. So there must be like a duration to the pull. Yeah. Ah, okay. There's a headshot. Somehow, definitely didn't even look like it should have been a headshot. What? Okay.
Always more to learn. Taking to the air. Fortified.
It's go time.
Be advised.
Oh, good.
Defeat.
It's hands.
Hi, guys. I think there's a couple pulls. I don't want to blame completely the fucking Life Weaver, but there's definitely a couple pulls where it felt like I could have done a lot more damage and pulled me out of it. Even if I died. Like, I fully expect to die as Pharah queuing. Oh. I mean, putting aside the other players, the guy was talking about the Hog, it definitely felt like it was a 4v1 and a 1v4 on our team, too. Where they're trying to kill the Orisa, and they can't kill the Orisa, which, it's not just Hog. That means their other DPS wasn't doing shit either. Definitely play Hog and do alright, so. Guy doesn't look like he's doing anything. He should have had the Orisa constantly. If he's not actually harassing them, should have had the Orisa constantly disabled. Same team. Or 2 of them are the same.
Strike from above.
Why is he apologizing? Ha 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 ha!
We must all find a cause worth fighting for. Good kitty, good kitty.
Heightening your capability.
I will not waste this opportunity.
3, 2, 1. Attack commences. Capture objective A.
We've talked before about sometimes it's not even good to have a Mercy Pocket. It attracts too much attention, and then at the same time your team suffers too. Even if you can become much more powerful. Our team didn't move in.
Making another approach. Establishing aerial position. Thanks for the assist. I see an enemy.
Okay. Just need that finisher sometimes, guys. Some people are really good at doing jumping jacks around Pharah, so. Uh-oh. I used all my cooldowns. If I used my E, I would have been fine. Actually, I don't know. E takes time to go off, where shift is instantaneous.
Let's show him some air power.
No one can hide from my sight.
Yeah, they had their entire team coming back to assist the Ana. Or part of them, at least. Feel that coming on. Very weird angle sleep dart. Nope. Okay. Very accurate McCree. Timed nano visor.
I've got you in my sights.
Not? Why isn't it showing the kill cam? Where are you, nano visor?
We need to keep the picture moving forward.
I will not waste this opportunity.
Listen to your mom.
Enemy here.
McCree is very accurate now. Yeah. As is their soldier. Missing a shitload now. What?
Always more to learn.
The moment I respawn, they run away. What the fuck is that? Like, they're like, oh, the fear is up! And they all run away. It's hilarious. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the McCree is cheating, regardless of the 3 miss we saw earlier. Soldier I also think is cheating, but that's been a thing for a while. McCree got a lot accurate out of nowhere. fucking vine that doesn't actually register. Does count. The vine that does register. Some of the vines you can shoot through, some of the vines you can't, guys. And I just stopped right in front of a vine that I couldn't shoot through, and I almost killed myself.
Making another
Good.
approach. Shake it off.
Heck. Good. Fuck. So what the fuck is that? I just somehow kicked him out of the game. He joined my group and then left the game. What the fuck is that? Completely unintentional, mind you. Uh-huh. She's gonna get res now. How the fuck did that even happen?
I don't stay down. On the move. Heroes never die.
Completely unintentional, mind you.
Thanks for the assist.
What the fuck are they doing? Oh. Playing with like fucking bronzes or something when people don't see the guy in the cart? That's not where we want to be. Yeah, this McCree's definitely cheating. He wasn't earlier in the match. Very, very different, comparably. Other guys in the match is also cheating.
Cannot escape me. Okay, my head's in the game. En route. I'm under attack.
No. He's like 100% accurate now. Cheat McCree, good.
Why are we stopped? Get the lead out and move this payload.
I will not waste this.
The payload advances.
Thought my E was up, it was not.
The skies await. Taking off. Time for the reckoning.
Exactly what I tried to avoid.
Multiple target issuing an alert.
On the move. Reinforce the payload.
60 seconds remaining.
Got. Somehow the Anna knew exactly what was going on. That's fucking weird. I think the Anna's missed a sleep dart either. How we treat them.
I don't stay down.
What is that melody?
Up and away.
That's not good. Might as well. Alright. So the McCree was cheating, and the guy that was in here earlier was definitely cheating, and Anna might be cheating as well. Good. Alright. This guy as well. I don't think we saw a wall looking on literally anyone. Fortunately. Anna? She shot me like maybe 4 times that entire match, 5 times. But every single sleep dart hit, including that one that was like fucking through the tree. Let's actually look at this real quick. This will decide whether or not we report her. Let's take a look at the sleep dart through the tree. At the end there.
Ready for battle.
Right here.
60 seconds.
Is that it?
Into the tree is right there in front. Okay. Alright, I gotta take a piss, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some water too. 1 second. BRB. Oh my god, Gigers. Gigers, guys. GG grandfather. You're in the game. Good. That's fucking weird, mind you. I didn't actually intend to boot that guy from the lobby. I didn't even know that works. all went down. This guy's stats changed completely. Not that guy. This guy's stats changed completely after we're halfway to P2.
Strike from above. Increasing altitude.
Traveling to
Next game.
Havana. Prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
What do I want tonight for dinner, guys?
Strike from above.
I'll do some fish and veggies. Fish keeps you alive, guys.
Greetings.
I hit the wrong emote.
Incoming.
All find a cause worth fighting for.
Affirmative. Continuing damage.
I suppose you will do. Greetings. Thank you.
Yes.
Bittersweet.
Thanks.
Bittersweet. Bittersweet.
Yes.
Thanks for the assist.
4,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Funny.
Attackers incoming.
And Widow.
Enemy over here. Work as a team, everyone. Aerial positioning underway.
Fuck's the rest of their team.
I am not wasting opportunity.
Sniper is nearby. Take cover.
Enemy here. On the move. I knew I could count. Enemy over here. Listen, but we got it done. They outnumber us. Keep it tight. Increasing altitude.
The fuck kind of sleep dart was that? It went to my left. What? What the fuck was that? It didn't even look like it got close to me. What the fuck was that? Anna's sleep darts are generally very bullshit, but like, what was that?
Excellent team.
Annihilation done.
Thanks for the assist. I see an enemy.
There you go.
Enemy here.
Oh wait.
Bittersweet.
What's it?
Bittersweet.
A card?
Fitting.
I am empowered.
Oh, revenge kill. You gotta be careful for those guys. For some reason, people gain an accuracy bonus when they're looking for revenge. I don't know why. It's pretty common. It's like an RPG aspect. No. A harder kill, you're just gonna res. It's actually pretty weird that Mercy isn't just like meta, like you just have to play her. Resing a player is very, very important.
Excellent teamwork.
Same thing with the jump shots. People become 5,000% more accurate when they perform a jump shot. No idea why. Where are their DPS? They don't have one. Still don't have one. Of everything, they don't have a DPS. Very weird. Odd these two. I don't know why they can't get a DPS. I'm gonna insta-die to fucking aimbot McCree now? Let's find out. Okay. I don't fucking know. I wonder if you can. You totally can't shift on the way down. I died.
Sniper detected. All systems nominal.
There's one.
En route. Increasing altitude.
Our Mercy just bullied their Mercy. Very accurate McCree. He was right out of the gates too. He's cheating. Missing a bunch of shots though. Could be line of sight. Tap.
I don't stay down.
Hostiles approach.
On the move. No one can hide. Taking off. I see an enemy. We are already.
Go. Good. Mercy GG's that. Really should accuracy, but that's also because we bet. We spam the shit out of choke points.
Justice reigns from above.
Good. Alrighty, next game.
Strike from above. Establishing aerial position.
Double kill.
En route.
We're getting like, they must be doing something to the matchmaker because our queues are definitely a lot faster than they used to be. Which I'm not against waiting for a good game, mind you guys. And for some reason they must be trying to prioritize queue times, probably to avoid people not playing the game because they think they're waiting too long. I'd wait 2 minutes for a good game. This is fucking dumb though. Where the matches are super swingy. I think that's less fun. That's less fun than damn. Waiting is getting a match that's not balanced. But compared to maybe a month ago, we're definitely spending a lot less time in the practice range. We barely get over there. I don't think more people are playing. It's not like I guess they released the new healer. Healers aren't really popular though. People aren't like, oh my god, I want to play a healer right now. Wow, what a fun, what fun. You know, they can release all the healers they fucking want. Doesn't mean people want to play them. They'll play them because they're new, and I'm sure the supports that just play support are like, yeah, I got a new hero now, but I don't think most people are interested in just playing the new healer as opposed to new DPS or tank. DPS. I mean, that's why they released so many DPS to begin with. It's actually in demand.
Checklist complete. Running clean and hot.
Very swingy games tonight.
I never asked my father his opinion of me.
Why'd it take so long to find DPS? That's crazy. DPS are very common, especially for quick play.
How would you know?
Trust me. I know.
How do you know, Anna? How do you know?
2, 1. Attack commencing.
Oh, yeah.
Over there. Here. Excellent teamwork. Enemy over here. I see an enemy.
This is a different way. No, didn't get it. Good. The res is down too. Very accurate. Here we go. Getting that range down just right so you're right at the tip of the concussion. Oh. Not sure about that one, Joe. That was a save on the other hand. I thought he was actually going to play. I thought he was going to play in the mines, and he didn't. He just ran off right away after popping his mines.
The skies await.
One's helping the fucking tank. Oh my god.
Always more to learn.
There they go. Everything's dead. Except for a ball. That was our hunt, though, not theirs. Beautiful. Revenge kill. Nice.
Aerial positioning underway. I knew it.
Oh, I didn't know you could fall down there. Okay. Let's see, is it infravision? Was. I know you could go down the little hole between the two tanks. Well, makes sense.
Let's show him some air power. We're outnumbered. Be advised.
When I show up again. Dude.
What's up?
Great timing.
I don't want to talk about it. En route.
Yeah.
Outfoxed.
Alrighty. Good. Good.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Establishing aerial position.
I wanted you forward. Payload mobilized.
Concussive out.
Get just the right angle. I haven't gotten it down, but I'm pretty sure you can pop them out of there with just the right angle. Like back there, like that. That's pretty exposed.
Increasing altitude.
Oh, pop shots. I love pop shots.
Draw strength from nature.
Wonder if I can get over the edge. I think I can. Not sure what our teammates were doing. Kind of weird that people still have so much problems with the ball.
Okay, my head's in the game. Aerial positioning underway. Group up.
Is there a med kit down here? Although there's a med kit over here. Bye. Oh, there's one in the tower. I swear there's one under the bridge. Oh, there's one on the backside of the base.
Making another approach. Let's go.
Oh.
This time, I will be shining.
Establishing aerial position.
BM.
Repositioning.
Oh. Good.
I see an enemy. Let the Kitsune guide you.
Cut.
Nanoboost administered.
Alright, well, that was a game, I guess. What the fuck is that? Look at my accuracy.
Play of the game.
What power!
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Lots and lots of just, yeah. I'm pretty sure it's basically our back line was just chasing the ball. That's all they were doing, is just fucking chasing the ball. That tank was on point a couple different times. I definitely saw that. But I think the other three people, including the healers, were constantly just babysitting the ball, which is not, it's like chasing a tracer. You don't want to fucking do that. If it comes to a point where especially you can CC him, then you focus him. But if you can't, you just gotta let him fucking do whatever. Okay, we're gonna do some finagling here, guys. 1 second. Oh, buddy. Uh-huh. There's a lot of really generic guides to figuring out what causes your Windows to stutter, but there's nothing that's like, hey, this is a program that figures out when Windows is stuttering. Best thing you have is LAN-CMON. Programs don't even work in Windows 11. Existed even prior. To get you my 7950 XRD. So it has to be either my power supply or something in Windows. It's a piece of software that's doing it, and I don't know what's doing. Buddy. I think I can actually get that. Claim it though. We should actually do that right now. I'm gonna forget otherwise. Let's see. So I need to install. Game experience, which I don't want to do, but I have to do it. So it's another thing that's gonna choke on my computer. Mm-hmm. Good. Is it even a newer driver than what I have? I don't even know. I think mine's from last month. Experience. It is slightly newer. Not that it really matters, but... So I have to install it, then claim my thing, and then uninstall game experience. I've had some issues with enabling MSI mode on...
Returning to late.
Mhm.
Nothing else is called.
It's almost nothing, like, antivirus has almost nothing to do with utilization, like CPU utilization. It'll just cause hiccups and stuttering regardless. It's one thing I haven't done. Yeah. How do you claim... I mean, to be fair, the game experience overlay is actually really cool, but I don't do overlays in general. I am not a fan of anything that can decrease my performance or cause stuttering or hiccups. How do you claim... let's see... Only if you have a bundle? I fucking got it through, fuck me. I think they started this bundle this month. And I bought my video card last month. I think I got my video card through Newegg. Got my processor through B&H. Oh. I got Redfall Bite Back Edition. Whatever the fuck that is. Ah, jeez. Oh, this is the shit game. That's the game. Kind of weird because I have Steam on this PC and I still need to use my Steam Guard. Okay. Hmm. Let's see. Well, there's people selling them for $20. Well, that's unfortunate. And the only reason I was doing this was because I thought I had the Ultimate Battle Pass. How do you disable? I don't know if I want to spend even $20 on the Battle Pass, so even if it's cheaper than just buying it. It's like $5, maybe I'd buy it. GeForce Experience. Hmm. even have the Realtek USB audio anymore. That was on my other motherboard. Ring. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so technically I could buy it. It does include 30 currency, apparently. Which, I mean, maybe I mean, it's not going to... Mm-hmm. So you just need a 40 series card, which means even though I didn't technically buy it... Oh, whoa, bro. Yo. Uh-oh. Sound card thing. That's it. Dave Loot NS. Economic Companion. Ah, it's part of the MSI software suite. I haven't had an MSI motherboard on my computer. Oh, jeez. Well, this could actually be what's causing my stutters. Hmm. MSI. I don't fucking use MSI. What? Well. Today. Curiously. There? Fuck, it works now. Got it. This actually was broken. Bouncing back and forth between my CCDs. Oh, as long as it gets it done, it's not an issue. Cool. Well, this works. This didn't work for a while. In other news, that was a waste of time. I thought I was going to have a bundle and that didn't happen, so. That'll happen. Anyways, what we're doing, we're playing games, tweaking stuff. Yep. Back to her. Apparently I have some malware I have to remove now, or, I mean, software. Excuse me, software. What? Why is the sound coming through my monitor? Uh-oh. It was the USB. What do you? It wasn't USB. It's not a USB sound card. No! Is it a USB sound? No, it's not. It's not a USB sound card. That would be fucking asinine. Gotta check. So removing the Realtek, excuse me, the sound card driver, remove the... Oh, it's right there. Yeah, this is the... There's a PCIe lane off of... motherboard. Okay. Playing sound through my monitor. Alright. You guys have sound. Alright. I guess the order... Sometimes the order gets messed up because you change your sound devices. That shouldn't have done anything, mind you. So I don't have a USB sound card anymore. I was just about getting angry. I thought my motherboard snuck in a USB sound card and didn't say anything. So there's a short time in which I had a motherboard when I got my 7950X3D, which had a USB sound card. I am definitely against USB sound cards, so... Yeah, and for some reason my... Oh, new driver. Right now Overwatch is compiling drivers in the back, or shaders in the background. Done. It should really tell you when it's doing that. It doesn't. I could just see it because I have a widget open, so... Still looks like it's doing something, mind you. Compiling shaders again. Let's see.
Select your hero.
Oh my god, I'm going 400 FPS at some points. Oh, fix itself. I'm only getting 400 FPS, guys. Oh no.
From above. Greetings. Good leadership makes all the difference.
So you're going with gold? Joining Overwatch?
Isn't that what you want?
What I want never should have mattered to begin with.
Greetings.
I wonder how long it's going to take before we have interactions between multiple characters at once, like 3? Because we only have 2 right now, or monologue. Very accurate dash. Okay. I do. Thank you. What a nice guy. Alright. Well, I guess I'll go heal myself. Oh. Bitch! You stole it, you bitch! Get the fuck out of here! Rude. That's still Bob. By the way, they had to give Bob, they had to give him the, you guys were looking at my face. You don't get to look at my face. The Torbjorn turret treatment, because apparently Ash needs to be able to insta-give anything. If she shoots it and Bob can shoot it. Makes perfect sense, right? That's it.
Dual visor activated.
Our healers are apparently brawling with the Reinhardt. Worry, I'll heal myself, that's fine. Okay.
Increasing altitude.
Who needs them?
Yeah. Unfortunately, put up a shield.
I don't want to talk about it. Establishing aerial position. We're outnumbered. Be advised. On the move.
Baptiste, no progress on the payload.
Yeah.
Like it
Health
never
restored.
happened.
Taking off. En route.
Ah. If I hit him on the side, it would have been fine. I hit him exactly back into the wall.
I've got you in my sights.
What is that? What is that? Like, if he's off to the side, he wouldn't have landed back on the platform?
Up and away.
Or he would have just got completely booted off. Nope.
Expect resistance.
But on that, apparently.
Minute.
Bootria.
Do something.
Not what we want.
Moving the payload. Let's keep going.
Ah.
En route. I look after my own.
Yeah. Good.
On the move.
Hey, buddy. Yeah.
Repositioning. You aren't watching the skies.
Thank you. Say it.
My ultimate is ready.
En route. Taking off.
Also, holy fuck, guys. We're doing pretty good. Good for us.
Let's show him some air power.
I'm generally against installing USB drivers, or excuse me, audio drivers, especially with the motherboard, but you have to in order to get the loop back for sound. So. Well, we didn't really have good healers. Triano's alright. No, even then, yeah, the healers weren't remarkable. I think your tank did alright in the DPS. I don't normally think DPS. Performance-based metrics, guys. Damn.
Strike from above. When I'm giving my shots, you can.
Up.
Welcome to the outer.
Fucking weird. Sometimes, like, it feels like it's like my monitor's better with VRB off, and sometimes when it's on. It should just always be better when it's on, but it's not. No idea why.
Good leadership makes all the difference.
Stutter, that's a wallpaper change. Get rid of the bumpers. They don't need bumpers. Right into the drink. Oh, that's another one.
Thanks for the assist.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
right there.
Carry on position. Over there.
Stop the payload.
I'm on my way. I'm right there.
Dispersing.
Yeah? Oh.
I am power. Into the air.
A deflect. Yep. No, it wasn't. He hit me with his shurikens when I hit him with... The fuck is that? How is it even possible to cross-kill in that situation?
Increasing altitude.
Maybe I hit myself with a missile? But then that would have done damage to me already and would have been dead. Somehow he did damage with the shurikens between my missile.
Thanks for the assist.
God. I should have just kept flying around.
Making another approach. Establishing aerial position.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Get him? Nope. You got him though. I need to shift. When I get into situations like that, shift is more reactive than E is. Uh-oh. And we got 100% accurate Ash. And a Widow. Good.
Thanks for the assist. Up and away. Passive out. Sie werden dich nicht kriegen.
And 2 tap.
Helden sterben nicht.
Rains from above.
Health barrier.
Oh my god! She fucking snuck around the side. Like I said, I don't understand how Mercy's actually not meta. Like, sneaking in a fucking res, guys, or resing anything, to be perfectly honest, is actually really, really incredibly big deal. Especially when it takes you a while to get picks. You don't have complete team wipes. Shift that time. Fucking Christ, using his hooks. It wasn't the hog that killed me. What? What?
The skies await.
Yeah.
En route.
Kinda weird.
Increasing output. Scatter.
It is very, very difficult to push them out of that little awning area. No reason the awning's there.
All systems nominal.
Helden sterben nicht.
Oh, we missed. Just tried to push myself. I got stuck on the little fucking shrub bush there.
Taking off. The
Payload has reached
Step right up.
Alright.
rains from above. Double kill.
Yeah.
Repositioning.
Well, my E was down. I just tried to E. Oh, that's funny.
Okay, my head's in the game.
Just spent more time on the ground. It's easier to dodge. You can dodge a lot faster on ground with AD strafe than you can in the air. Because being in the air doesn't mean you're agile. Unless you're Mercy or Echo. Or Sojourn. Or Baptiste. This is better than what it used to be.
Heads up, I slept the target.
Pause and Crusaders!
Yeah.
Sie werden dich nicht kriegen. Shake it off.
Helping you out.
Aerial positioning underway. Enemy over here. I don't think so.
I didn't know they could do that in the middle of his ult.
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
see.
Play of the game.
Justice reigns from above. You better stay out of range.
All right, next game. More of the same, guys. We had a shitload of cheaters earlier tonight, though. Actually, whoa, I'm rage queuing. No. No. It's already 4, guys. It's already 4. No. Okay. Alrighty, guys, we're going to call things here tonight, guys. Tomorrow will be more of the OW2, so you guys have to look forward to or not to look forward to. Did a little tweaking here. We'll see how it goes. Couldn't really tell based on a game like that. No, that just turned into a shit show after basically we pushed them out of their side of the map, our side of the map. Yeah. Mainly the Ash. No. He never missed hooks. That also hurt things. That'll happen, but accuracy-wise, not very good. We'll see, though. Yeah, I'm currently watching The Mandalorian 2, finishing that up. That's kind of, but it's something, I guess. That doesn't look right. Eight. Now. 11. 913. Still not very good. 35-7. No, that'll happen. Anyways, guys, we're going to call things here for tonight, guys. If you're new to the stream, you enjoyed the bullshit, you enjoyed the fun, make sure to follow button in the top right-hand corner. You stream every day from evening to late night, GMT-6. So 8 to 9 p.m. Central Standard Time to 1 to 2 a.m., give or take. Depends on my life, what's happening, etc., guys. The usual shenanigans. Yeah, I'm out of here for this evening, guys. Tomorrow will be more of the OW2s, though. So, yeah. And we'll see where things go with that. But anyways, guys, we had some pretty rough games at the beginning of the night. That'll happen mainly with the cheaters. The early on, we had a couple games where it was like chock full of cheaters. Pretty shitty shit, but that'll happen. So, pretty shitty shit. Yeah. Alrighty, guys, I'm out of here for this evening, guys. Thanks for watching my stream as always, and I hope you guys have a wonderfully fantastic Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. Have a good day, guys.